You're watching WUFT TV News.
Welcome to sports. I'm Jack Meyer. The Florida Gators men's basketball team is gearing up for what should be a very physical matchup with the Mississippi State Bulldogs tomorrow evening. The Bulldogs are known for pounding away in the paint, something that this Gators team has taken into account as they prepare for this one. Center Micah Hanlogton spoke about how he plans to counter Mississippi State's bruising style of play.
I've watched a lot of film on it. A lot of times you either have players that jump off one foot and trying to go into you, or off two and trying to go around you. And so a lot of it's knowing your personnel and taking that and using it to your advantage.
Meanwhile, the Florida Gators women's basketball team fell to 1-4 in conference play last night, following an 89-77 defeat at the hands of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Florida's Leilani Correa dropped a season-high 31 points, but it was not enough to power her squad to victory. The Gators remained within striking distance for the majority of the night, but they were subsequently outscored 28-18 in the fourth quarter. Following the loss, Florida head coach Kelly Ray Finley acknowledged the team's struggles in closing out games as of late.
Games this season, we really competed really hard for about 3.5 quarters, and we got to find a way to finish in that fourth quarter. It's been our challenge just about every single night.
The Gators will return to the hardwood on Thursday as they will hit the road to take on the Ole Miss Rebels. Turning to high school basketball, there's plenty of action unfolding all across the Gainesville area this evening. In boys basketball, the Oak Hall Eagles will play host to the Fort White Indians, while the Buchholz Bobcats will travel to Hawthorne High School to take on the Hornets. Both the Bobcats and the Hornets cracked the top 5 in Max Preps' latest Gainesville high school basketball rankings, while Oak Hall sits at number 7. Both games will tip off at 7:30 p.m. Flipping to the girls' side, Oak Hall will face off against the Trenton Tigers at 6 p.m. The Eagles throttled the Union County Fighting Tigers in a 43-9 blowout win in their last time out. Later in the evening, the PK Young Blue Wave will host the Ocala Vanguard Knights. The Blue Wave are fresh off of a 58-54 loss to the Forest Wildcats last night. Tip-off for that matchup is set for 7 p.m. Tonight, the Baseball Writers Association of America's Hall of Fame votes will be announced. Legendary third baseman Adrian Beltre is expected to officially become a first-ballot Hall of Famer. In his 21-year career, Beltre was a 4-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger, and 5-time Gold Glove recipient. He finished his career with a .286 batting average and 477 home runs. Upon retiring in 2018, Beltre was only the third baseman in MLB history to record at least 3,000 hits and 400 home runs in his career. Other notable names who are waiting to see if they will make it into the Hall this year are former Minnesota Twins catcher Joe Mauer, former Colorado Rockies first baseman Todd Helton, relief pitcher Billy Wagner, and longtime veteran outfielder Gary Sheffield. The NBA trade deadline is still over 2 weeks away, but the Miami Heat have already started making some moves. The Heat shipped veteran point guard Kyle Lowry and a protected 2027 first-round pick to the Charlotte Hornets. In return, Miami landed 29-year-old combo guard Terry Rozier, who has averaged 23.2 points and 6.6 assists per game so far this season. Lowry originally landed in Miami via a sign and trade in 2021, but he had recently expressed frustration with head coach Eric Spoelstra's decision to move him out of the starting lineup. The defending Eastern Conference champion Heat currently sit at 6th in the Eastern Conference, with a record of 23 wins and 19 losses. One final note, the Tampa Bay Lightning are looking for their 6th win in their last 7 games as they take on the Philadelphia Flyers tonight at 7 p.m. Should be a good one. I mean, Tampa's looking pretty good.
Sorry, Jack, I know you're from South Florida, but I have to give a go Bulls from Gainesville here.
You know what, I'll just keep my Panthers pride to myself there, you know, just like I'll let you guys have this one.
We don't have any beef, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of us weren't as lucky to be able to be blessed with a team like that, but you know, that's how it goes.
So true.
How's the weather looking for the rest of us?